Hey, hey, English learners! Welcome back to Mr. Daily English Podcast, your warm and friendly place to learn real, natural English through everyday conversations. I'm Amelia.
And I'm Michael. So wonderful to be here with you again today, friends. Amelia, how you feeling today?
I am feeling absolutely fantastic, Michael, and I think today's episode is going to be genuinely life-changing for so many of our listeners, because today we are talking about something that makes a massive difference in your professional life.
That is right, because today's topic is professional English at work. Specifically, how to stop using basic, simple English at work and start using the kind of sophisticated, natural phrases that make people sit up and take notice.
Because here's the truth. In a professional environment, the words you choose matter enormously. They affect how your colleagues see you, how your managers perceive you, whether you come across as confident and capable or as uncertain and inexperienced.
And so many English learners, even ones with very good English, fall into the trap of using the same basic phrases at work every single day. Phrases that sound fine, but that native professional speakers would never actually use.
Things like, I think this is good, or I don't know, or can you help me, or I agree. These phrases are not wrong, but in a professional setting, they make you sound basic, unpolished, unconfident.
And today we are going to fix that completely. We're going to give you the upgraded professional version of every basic phrase. The phrases that make people think, wow, this person really knows their English.
We have organized today's episode into 6 sections: meetings and discussions, giving opinions, agreeing and disagreeing, asking for help, giving updates, and ending conversations professionally.
30 basic phrases replaced by 30 professional ones, all taught through real, natural workplace conversations. Let's go. Let us start with one of the most common professional situations, meetings and discussions, because this is where so many English learners feel the most pressure and the most exposed.
And this is where the right phrases make the biggest difference. So let us look at 5 basic phrases and their professional upgrades. Basic phrase number 1. Can we start?
Professional upgrade, shall we get the ball rolling? Or, I think we are ready to begin. Shall we dive in?
These phrases sound so much more natural and confident in a meeting setting. They show you are in control and ready to lead.
Basic phrase number 2, I don't understand.
Professional upgrade, could you elaborate on that point a little further? Or, I want to make sure I'm following you correctly. Could you clarify what you mean by that?
Instead of admitting you do not understand, which can feel vulnerable, you're asking for more information in a confident and professional way.
Basic phrase number 3. That's a good idea.
Professional upgrade, that is a really valuable point. Or, I think that has a lot of merit. It's worth exploring further.
Saying something has merit or is worth exploring sounds so much more sophisticated than simply saying, good idea. It shows you are engaging deeply with what's being said.
Basic phrase number 4, I want to say something.
Professional upgrade, if I may, I would like to add something to that. Or, could I jump in here for a moment?
These phrases are polite but assertive. They show confidence without being rude or interrupting aggressively.
Basic phrase number 5. We're running out of time.
Professional upgrade, I'm conscious of the time, perhaps we could table the remaining points for our next meeting. Or, in the interest of time, shall we wrap up the key decisions and revisit the details later?
These phrases show professionalism and respect for everyone's time. They make you sound like someone who leads meetings, not just attends them.
Now let's hear all 5 upgrades in a real meeting conversation.
Good morning, everyone. I think we're all here now. Shall we get the ball rolling?
Absolutely. Let's dive straight in. First item on the agenda, the new marketing campaign. I'd like to present the initial concept. If at any point I'm unclear, please feel free to jump in.
Of course. Please go ahead.
So the core idea is to target younger audiences through short-form video content across social media platforms. We believe this approach could significantly increase our reach.
That's a really valuable point. Could you elaborate a little further on what platforms specifically you have in mind?
Certainly. Primarily, we're looking at short video platforms and photo sharing apps where our target demographic is most active.
If I may, I would like to add something to that. Based on our previous campaign data, email marketing to our existing customer base might also be worth exploring alongside the social media push.
That has a lot of merit, actually. Let's factor that in. Now, I'm conscious of the time. Perhaps we could table the finer details for our next session and focus on the key decisions today.
Agreed. In the interest of time, let's confirm the main direction and assign responsibilities. We can revisit the specifics on Thursday.
Did you notice how completely different that sounded from a basic conversation? Professional, confident, natural. That's the power of upgraded phrases.
Now let's talk about giving opinions at work, because sharing your thoughts and ideas confidently is absolutely essential in any professional environment.
Here are 5 basic opinion phrases and their professional upgrades.
Basic, I think; professional, in my view, or from my perspective, or it's my considered opinion that.
Basic, I'm not sure, but. Professional, I may be mistaken, but my understanding is that. Or, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe.
Basic, this is a bad idea. Professional, I have some reservations about this approach. Or, I wonder if we have fully considered the potential challenges with this direction.
Basic, I like this. Professional, I am very much in favor of this proposal. Or, this resonates strongly with me.
Basic, I don't like this. Professional, I'm not entirely convinced by this approach. Or, I think this may benefit from further refinement before we move forward.
Now, a real conversation about giving opinions in a professional discussion.
Amelia, I wanted to get your thoughts on the new project timeline. From your perspective, do you think 6 weeks is realistic?
In my view, 6 weeks is ambitious. I have some reservations about whether the team has sufficient capacity given our current workload.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that 2 of our key team members are still tied up with the previous project until the end of this month.
That is exactly right. And from my perspective, that significantly impacts our ability to deliver to the standard we want within 6 weeks.
I'm not entirely convinced by the current timeline either, if I'm being completely honest. I think it may benefit from further discussion before we commit.
I am very much in favor of revisiting this with the full team. It's my considered opinion that a more realistic timeline would actually give us a better final result.
I think that resonates strongly with the whole team, honestly. Let's schedule a proper discussion about this before we confirm anything.
Now, agreeing and disagreeing, because in a professional environment, you'll constantly need to express agreement and disagreement, and how you do it matters enormously.
Here are your 5 upgrades for agreeing and disagreeing. Basic, I agree. Professional, I am completely aligned with that view. Or, that mirrors my thinking exactly. Or, you have made an excellent point and I wholeheartedly concur.
Basic, I disagree. Professional, I see this from a slightly different angle. Or, with the greatest respect, I would push back on that point. Or, I take a somewhat different view on this.
Basic, you're wrong. Professional, I think there may be a slight misunderstanding here. Or, I wonder if we're working from slightly different information on this.
Basic, maybe. Professional, that is certainly worth considering. Or, there's definitely something in that. Let me give it further thought.
Basic, I'm not sure I agree. Professional, I can see the merit in what you are saying. However, I have a slightly different take on this. Or, I appreciate your perspective, though I find myself leaning in a different direction.
Now, real conversation, agreeing and disagreeing professionally in a team discussion.
So, the proposal on the table is to delay the product launch by 1 month. Michael, what's your take?
I see this from a slightly different angle, to be honest. I appreciate the caution, however, I find myself leaning toward keeping the original timeline.
Could you elaborate on your reasoning?
Certainly. In my view, delaying sends a signal to our competitors that we are not ready, and I think there's merit in holding our position and launching as planned.
That mirrors my thinking to some extent, though I would push back slightly on one point. Our quality testing is not yet complete, and launching prematurely could damage our reputation more than a brief delay would.
I can see the merit in what you're saying. There's definitely something in that. Perhaps a compromise, a 2-week delay rather than a full month.
That's certainly worth considering. I'm not entirely opposed to that approach. Let me give it further thought and come back to you this afternoon.
That works well for me. I'm completely aligned with the idea of finding a middle ground here.
Now let us talk about asking for help at work. Because nobody can do everything alone, and asking for help professionally is a real skill.
Here are 5 professional upgrades for asking for help. Basic. Can you help me? Professional upgrade. I wonder if I could trouble you for your input on something. Or would you be able to spare a few minutes to assist me with this?
Basic. I don't know how to do this. Professional upgrade. I want to make sure I approach this correctly. Could you walk me through the process? I want to get this absolutely right.
Absolutely. I'm happy to help. Send me what you have so far and I'll take a look.
Thank you so much. Also, would you mind casting your eye over the executive summary before I submit it? I would really value your feedback before it goes to the senior team.
Of course. When's your deadline?
That is actually something I wanted to raise. In order to give this the attention it truly deserves, I wonder if it would be feasible to extend the submission time by 1 day.
I think that's a very reasonable request. Let me check with the director and come back to you within the hour.
I also want to be transparent with you. I identified a small error in last month's figures this morning. I'm already working on correcting it and will have it resolved before end of day.
I really appreciate you flagging that proactively, Amelia. That kind of transparency is exactly what the team needs. Well done for catching it.
Now let us talk about giving updates, because keeping your team and your managers informed is a crucial part of professional life.
Here are 5 professional upgrade phrases for giving updates.
Basic. I'm still working on it. Professional upgrade. This is currently in progress and on track for completion by the agreed deadline. Or, I'm making solid progress on this and anticipate having it ready by end of day.
Basic. It's done. Professional upgrade. I'm pleased to confirm that this has been completed to the required standard. Or, I'm happy to report that this has been successfully delivered.
Basic. There's a problem. Professional upgrade. I want to bring a challenge to your attention and I already have a proposed solution. Or, we have encountered an unexpected obstacle. However, I am confident we can resolve it swiftly.
Basic. I'm waiting for someone else. Professional upgrade. Progress on this is currently dependent on input from the relevant stakeholders. I'm following up with them today. Or, I'm currently awaiting confirmation from the relevant parties and will update you as soon as I hear back.
Basic. I'll do it later. Professional upgrade. I will prioritize this and ensure it is addressed within the appropriate timeframe. Or, I will schedule this into my workflow and have it completed by the agreed date.
Real conversation, giving updates in a professional check-in. Good morning, Amelia. Quick update check. How's the client proposal coming along?
Good morning, Michael. I'm pleased to report that the first draft has been successfully completed. I am currently refining the financial projections section.
Excellent. And the market research component?
This is currently in progress and on track for completion by tomorrow morning. I'm making solid progress and anticipate having the full document ready well before our Thursday deadline.
Wonderful. And the competitor analysis. I believe you were waiting on data from the research team.
That is correct. Progress on that section is currently dependent on input from the research department. I'm following up with them today and will update you as soon as I hear back.
Perfect. And I wanted to ask, I know you had flagged a potential issue with the pricing section last week. How is that looking?
I want to bring that to your attention properly, actually. We have encountered an unexpected challenge with the pricing model. However, I am confident we can resolve it. I have already drafted 2 alternative approaches, and I would love your input on which direction to take.
I really appreciate that proactive approach, Amelia. I'm happy to report that your management of this project has been exemplary. Let's find 30 minutes today to go through those alternatives together.
I will prioritize that and ensure I have everything prepared before we meet. Thank you, Michael. And now our final section, how to end professional conversations and interactions with confidence and grace.
Because how you close a conversation is just as important as how you open it.
Basic. Okay, bye. Professional upgrade. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Or, it has been a pleasure speaking with you. I look forward to our next conversation.
Basic, I'll email you. Professional upgrade, I will follow up with a summary of our discussion via email by end of day. Or, I will send over the relevant documentation shortly.
Basic. Talk later. Professional upgrade. Let's reconnect on this later this week. I will send a calendar invitation. Or, I will be in touch with a proposed time for our follow-up discussion.
Basic, thanks. Professional upgrade, thank you sincerely for your time and your valuable insights today. Or, I genuinely appreciate your support and guidance on this matter.
Basic. Good luck. Professional upgrade. I wish you every success with this. Or, I have every confidence you will handle this brilliantly.
Final real conversation, closing a professional interaction. Well, Amelia, I think we've covered everything we needed to today. This has been an incredibly productive discussion.
I completely agree. Thank you sincerely for your time and your valuable insights. This conversation has given me a much clearer direction on how to move forward.
The pleasure was entirely mine. I will follow up with a summary of our discussion via email by end of day, so we both have a clear record of what we agreed.
That would be wonderful. And regarding the next steps, shall we reconnect later this week to review progress?
Absolutely. I'll send over a calendar invitation for Thursday morning if that works for you.
Thursday works perfectly. I will have everything prepared well in advance.
Excellent. I have every confidence that you'll handle everything brilliantly, Amelia, as always.
Thank you so much, Michael. I genuinely appreciate your support and guidance. It's been a real pleasure, as always. I look forward to our next conversation.
Likewise. Until Thursday, then. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too. Thank you again.
Let's do a quick full recap of all 30 professional upgrades from today.
Meetings and discussions. Shall we get the ball rolling? Could you elaborate? That has a lot of merit. If I may, I would like to add, in the interest of time.
Giving opinions. In my view, correct me if I'm wrong, I have some reservations. I'm very much in favor. I'm not entirely convinced.
Agreeing and disagreeing. I'm completely aligned. I see this from a slightly different angle. There may be a slight misunderstanding. That's certainly worth considering. I find myself leaning in a different direction.
Asking for help. I wonder if I could trouble you for your input on something. Do you have a few minutes? I would value your guidance on the best way to handle this.
Would you mind casting your eye over this before I submit it? Could we discuss adjusting the timeline? I want to be transparent with you. Giving updates. Currently in progress and on track. I am pleased to confirm. We have encountered an unexpected obstacle. I am currently awaiting confirmation. I will prioritize this.
Ending conversations. Thank you sincerely for your time. I will follow up via email. Let us reconnect later this week. I genuinely appreciate your support. I have every confidence in you.
30 basic phrases. 30 professional upgrades. All yours starting today.
And that is everything for today's incredibly powerful episode of Mr. Daily English Podcast.
30 professional phrase upgrades. 6 real workplace conversations. Everything you need to stop sounding basic at work and start sounding like the confident professional you truly are.
Because here's what we want you to remember after today. Your English is not the problem. The phrases you were choosing are the problem. And now you have better ones.
Now, before you go, we have a challenge for you. Comment below right now and write one sentence using any professional phrase from today, just one sentence, in a workplace context.
For example, in my view, this episode was incredibly valuable. Or, I'm pleased to confirm that I have learned 30 new professional phrases today. Write something, anything. We're reading every single comment.
And if today's episode helped you, if it gave you even 5 new phrases that will genuinely change how you come across at work, please give this video a big like right now.
That one tap helps this podcast reach thousands more English learners around the world who need exactly this today. So please, tap that like button. It means everything to us.
And please share this episode with a friend or colleague who is also learning professional English, because the right phrases at the right moment can genuinely change someone's entire career trajectory.
If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that red subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell, because every single week we bring you brand new real English conversations and practical professional tips just like today. And next week, we have something really exciting coming. We're going to teach you how to write professional emails in English that get results, how to open powerfully, how to make your point clearly, and how to close in a way that gets people to take action. That is one episode every professional English learner absolutely cannot miss. So subscribe now, turn on the bell, and we'll see you there. Until then, take good care of yourself. Practice your new professional phrases every single day. Use them in your next meeting, your next email, your next conversation. And always remember, the words you choose at work define how people see you. Choose them wisely, choose them confidently, choose them professionally. Stop using basic English at work starting today. See you next day. We believe in your professional English journey completely. See you in the next episode.